Welcome to Wilderness Whispers, the creepiest channel on YouTube.
Dundee Hikes is a nature enthusiast who often ventures into remote wilderness areas to camp, hike, and capture the breathtaking beauty he finds along the way. His videos are usually a peaceful escape, showcasing serene landscapes, diverse vegetation, and the calming sounds of nature. But in this video, things take a very different turn. Dundee comes across something no one ever hopes to find in the wild. It's a moment that clearly shook him, and one that carries a deep sadness. I'll let him tell you how it all unfolded, and then I'll show you the video.
I broke camp at Islip Saddle that morning, and I decided to do like a mile more road walk before joining the PCT again. And as I approached the Javis Memorial Picnic Ground, I noticed there was a single car in the parking lot, and it was backed up to the edge. But what really caught my attention was that the back tires were way up on the embankment. So that caused me to walk over and take a closer look. And that's when I noticed the rope that was tied to the back and disappearing over the edge. And I really didn't even think anything about it at that moment. I pulled out my camera and I took a little video, something like, "Hey, look at this. This is weird. I guess I'll never know what was going on here." And I started to walk away.
Here's the video.
Do you ever see anything and just think to yourself, what the heck is going on here? And unfortunately, knowing that you will never know.
He started walking away, thinking it was probably nothing, just something random. But the thought of that rope kept nagging at him. Why was it hanging over the edge like that? His curiosity got the better of him, so he turned around and went back to take another look. When he looked over the edge, what he saw was deeply disturbing.
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, and I dropped my pack so I could shuffle down and look over the edge. And now I'm hiking back to my campsite where I had some signal, so I can call the police and report a suicide. And that is not how I wanted to start my day.
After the whole incident, he explained what really happened. When he looked over the edge, he saw a man with that same rope around his neck. At first, he shouted a few hellos, hoping it was some kind of horrible joke, expecting to hear someone say, "I was just kidding," but there was no response. Realizing the gravity of the situation, he quickly made his way back to a spot where he had signal and used his inReach device to message the camp about what he'd found. They contacted the police right away.
Sent a helicopter out, and I know they're sending ground units too. I don't know if the helicopter can land anywhere here though. Looks like the fire department showed up, so the chopper is moving on to the next thing. Well, all the rest of them got on scene here. I gave my statement to the sheriff, and they said they don't need anything else from me, so I'm moving on.
After that, the authorities actually asked him to stay at the location until the homicide division arrived. Not because he was suspected of anything, but just to make sure there wasn't any foul play involved. It was a standard procedure, but even so, the whole experience was incredibly heavy. Something like this leaves a mark. What started out as a peaceful, uplifting hike turned into something tragic in an instant. It's deeply sad to come across something like that in nature, a place that's usually so calming and healing, and I want to take a moment here to speak from the heart. If you've ever had thoughts of ending your life, please talk to someone. I've seen some of you in the comments share that you're struggling with depression, and I want you to know that what you're feeling right now won't last forever. Things can get better, even when it doesn't feel like it. No matter what you're facing, your life is worth more than any temporary problem. You matter. You belong here. And if you're going through something, say something. Drop a comment, reach out. I promise you're not alone. There are people, myself included, who care and who will be here to listen. We don't want to lose you. You're not alone in this. Nomad Unknown is a channel that features a woman who loves to camp in nature. She lives in her car, which means she's able to go to a lot of different places without always having to prepare in advance. Well, this time she was prepared, but couldn't benefit from that preparation. She was out camping in the Bridger-Teton National Forest when she encountered this.
I don't have my bear spray on me. It's on the other side of my car. Oh my God. Bear! Bear in camp. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm shaking.
Well, to be honest, that bear didn't really care about her. It almost felt like he was just checking in on them, like making sure they were prepared for an unexpected situation. The scary part is, she couldn't get to her bear spray in time, and if that bear had been aggressive, things could have gone very differently. She was trying to move closer to her friends, who had theirs ready, but the bear could have easily charged and done some serious damage before anyone had a chance to react. Thankfully, nothing happened, but when you think about the fact that her hammock was set up a bit further from her car, and that bear could have shown up while she was sleeping there, completely defenseless, it's honestly a really creepy thought. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this kind of content. It's totally free, and hey, you can always change your mind later. Diana is just a regular girl, not an influencer or someone you'd expect to post creepy or viral videos. But one random day, she uploaded a clip that left a lot of people genuinely shocked. Her father owns some woodland property somewhere in northern Appalachia, and one night he got a call from the police. A man who had been renting land from him was found dead inside his RV. Diana and her father rushed to the scene, and while the police were securing the area, she started filming. But what she captured on camera was something she didn't even notice in the moment.
Right there, right there. Wait, they're going up to Tom's place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on. That's a lot of cops.
Holy shit, what the hell? Oh my God, they're calling.
They're coming out.
Are they calling something in? They're going back over. What was Tom doing?
Is there like an app you can check or something to figure out?
Oh, Jesus. Abby's okay.
Sorry.
You might have watched this and thought, but whispers? What was I supposed to see? And I get that reaction, but something happened that you probably need to replay to catch. Right at the beginning of the video, there's a child. That alone is strange. What would a child be doing there, in the middle of a police scene late at night? But it gets weirder. As one of the cops walks off to the right, the child just disappears. None of the officers seem to notice, and even Diana didn't see it at the time. She only realized it after people pointed it out in the comments. But why a child? That's the part that stuck with her viewers. She later posted an update.
Somebody asked, who lived in the trailer before? Do you know their story? I personally don't know. My dad rents out the trailer to tenants, and usually that information should be kept between him and them. Like, it's private information. So I personally don't know that information, nor would I tell, because that's not my business. Second, was there ever a tragedy involving a child near the trailer? So the kid that died in the trailer, I personally don't know about. My dad doesn't like to talk about it. I don't blame him, because anything happening with the death of a child, especially on his property, like, I'm sure that was devastating. I was doing school stuff at the time, so I wasn't really involved in it. But I can say that it was probably, I think he said something about it being unexpected, and the death of a child at any moment in time is devastating, and I can understand why the guy who wasn't there, it was his daughter, like, he wasn't, let's just say that he probably wasn't in his right mind when he died. At least that's what I speculate by the way it was left.
She later confirmed that a child had died in that RV, possibly the man's own kid. She didn't give any more details, but that would definitely explain the figures she recorded. Now, if you don't want to believe it, that's fine. But honestly, that could have been a spirit that was actually caught on camera. I don't think anyone in their right mind would fake something like that, especially not when someone they knew had just died. I really believe it, and I hope the man from the RV found peace near his kid. Casal is a channel all about fishing. They usually camp out by a lake or river, catch their dinner, and just enjoy the experience. This time, it's exactly that. Donna, Marquinho, and their dog head out on a fishing trip. Once they arrive at the location, they head into the thick vegetation and start clearing out some small trees to make space for their camp. Once they finished setting up their camp, they got to fishing. Later that night, they started making dinner. But this is when things started to get a bit weird.
Gente, a carninha já tá fritinha. Agora eu vou colocar o arroz. Dar uma mexida aqui, deixar o arroz dar uma fritadinha. E aí eu jogo a água. Pro arroz ficar soltinho, eu gosto de deixar ele fritar bem. Fritar assim, ficar bem fritinho pra poder jogar a água, que aí ele fica bem soltinho.
Ô, os cachorros acuou.
Tá lá, latinho. Será que é o quê?
Tá pra lá, gente, ó. Ó. É. Cadê o facão? O facão tá onde, amor?
The dog started barking, probably saw something and was trying to warn them. At first, they just laughed it off and went on with their night. But then, they started hearing something moving closer. That's when she grabbed the flashlight, and this is what they saw.
calor.
Ó, capim. Ó.
A noite promete.
Ai, que susto!
A noite promete, amor.
Gente, ela pega só a carne. Uma cobra!
Cadê?
Tá lá na barraca, amor! Amor, vai lá ver.
Cadê o facão?
O facão. Não sei de facão, amor. Olha lá o facão. Amor, ela deve estar debaixo da barraca. Olha lá ela lá!
Cadê?
Lá
Cadê?
na frente, não. Tá vendo ela lá andando?
Não tô vendo, amor.
Amor, lá no spawn. Olha lá ela lá. Que cor? Tamanho da bicha. Ai, Jesus amado.
Ai, rapaz, a maré passou perto de nós aqui. A maré não deu nem sinal.
Moça, ela nem filmou. Tá... Ai.
Que isso, amor? Que isso, amor? Que isso? A bicha tava ficando doida mesmo.
Eu joguei minha mão.
It turned out to be a snake. Funny thing is, the dog was barking like crazy at it earlier, but now that the snake was actually close to them, he was just sitting there eating like nothing was happening. I love dogs. They're so protective and brave, until you put food in front of them. Thankfully, nothing happened and it wasn't a life or death situation, but it really goes to show you're never truly alone out in the forest, and you always need to stay aware of your surroundings. Wander with Vickers is a girl who loves camping. She often heads out to secluded spots and spends the night in her tent. Her videos are all about that peaceful, off-grid life. Sometimes she does a 4-day camp in one spot. Other times, she builds a natural shelter. There's never really anything creepy in her content until this video. In this one, she couldn't shake the feeling that something just wasn't right.
Nearly walked off the edge. Oh, so I'm walking around Middleton Lakes in the dark because I decided to walk the whole lake and didn't really think about the time. And of course just kept stopping for birdie photos and videos. Oh, we've got a bridge here. I'm gonna hope that I came this way. Yes, I'm a bit directionally challenged at the best of times and I'm on a bit of a solo expedition. Oh well, we'll see. I think I'm really hot from all the panic. Well, I say panic, it's not really panic, but I couldn't find the bridge that I was meant to be going across. So that was a bit annoying.
She finally made it back to her car and started driving toward Cannock Chase, heading to a spot where she had camped before, a place that was usually quiet and empty. But when she got there, she noticed a car was already parked. Not wanting to risk setting up near someone else, she turned back and ended up finding a more hidden spot nearby.
I can't believe there's someone there. In my place. It's my space. My space. But yeah, so I want to sort of get out and make a little sort of camp area, but I'm feeling a little bit about that person that's over there in their car. But it's only like 7:20, so I'm sure that they'll hop along soon on their merry way back to their little warm house. They're leaving. Oh. They're leaving. They left. Haha, victory is ours. Me and you, dear. No? Well, I know he's with me. I know he's happy.
Now she had two options, either go back and camp at the spot where the car was parked, risking an encounter with whoever might show up, or stay hidden and wait it out a bit longer. She chose the second option. After settling in, she stepped out to take a quick look around and inspect the area.
I'll get out, have a look round. That'll make me more comfortable with the lot area, I think. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm outside. Again, it's so warm. I'm so warm. Right, let's see.
If you got here, comment the word light.
So I'm sat here in my little bit, my little hideaway, tucked away bit, and in pulls another car. They pulled up right up next to me. It's like I thought they were going to try and give me their parking ticket or something. But it's like, mate, it's 8 o'clock, go home. So he's still sat over there, he's still got an engine on. Yeah. Peeping on my party.
This is when this happened.
That's what all these cars keep doing. Just walking up to me. I mean, just driving up to me. I don't like it. And now that one's gone and parked by the other one. Do these people know each other? Are they like dogging or something? I don't know. I've had 3 cars come up and shine their lights on me. I hid for that one. I just want them to go away.
For the rest of the night, cars kept pulling up near hers, pointing their headlights directly at her vehicle, like they were trying to see who was inside. It was a really strange thing to do, especially in a place like that, and especially to a woman who's clearly alone and just trying to sleep. There have been multiple reports of people trying to break into cars around Cannock Chase, and from all the videos we've seen about that area, it seems to attract a lot of strange behavior. She felt really unsettled and did her best to stay hidden. A lone woman out in the woods surrounded by people acting weird, that's dangerous. Luckily, no one actually tried anything and she was okay. But honestly, if you're out in the forest and people start pulling up next to you, shining their headlights into your car, just leave. Don't risk it. It's not worth putting yourself in a potentially dangerous situation. Exploring with Fighters is a channel that dives into places with dark and mysterious histories, abandoned buildings, supposedly haunted spots, and other eerie locations. In this video, Fighters heads out to explore and camp in the infamous Daring Woods, or as many people call it, Screaming Woods. This forest is known as the most haunted in the UK, with countless reports of ghost sightings, strange apparitions, and an overall unsettling feeling when walking through it. It's located near Pluckley, a village that actually holds the Guinness World Record for the most reported ghost sightings in the UK. Right at the start, when they arrived at the woods, they noticed the police, which was strange.
Yeah, what is the police doing going past the Screaming Woods?
Something's going down. What is going on?
I don't know.
That's strange, that. We're off in the same direction, isn't it?
Oh, that's going in a different direction.
That's weird.
Okay, so we're at the Screaming Forest right now. This place is apparently the most haunted forest in the UK. I've been here once before with the overnight crew and stuff kicked off. We are camping here. We're camping overnight, but there's only me and Flex. Now, we do have a spare tent and sleeping bag inside the roof box. And I did ask people if they would want to join us, but you know what, as soon as I said overnight camp inside the Screaming Forest, no one would do it.
They started looking around for a place to set up camp and eventually found a spot that felt somewhat okay, not too exposed, but still deep enough into the woods to feel like the real deal.
Right, so we need to figure out where we're going to go. Inside what looks to be an Illuminati, Freemason symbol. Okay. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, looks like we're camping here. Yeah. Do you reckon? Oh. Right, okay. Well, deep inside the Screaming Woods, let's set fire like instantly.
Yeah.
They also came across some drunk people, but didn't really care much and continued setting up camp. But after that, things slowly started to get a bit spooky.
Did you have the top bit of your tent?
There was some in the roof box.
Is that right?
Right, take these bungees off. So we're already hearing some almighty screams. Now it could be just kids messing around, but we still are quite early. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, so I'm assuming that's what it is.
Hopefully. If it isn't, then it's worse than that.
Yeah.
And we didn't get it on audio or camera either.
Yeah, so technically if you don't get it on camera, it didn't happen.
Exactly.
See?
See what I mean? What's this place named? The Screaming Woods?
The Screaming Woods.
Oh, for God's sake. What are we doing?
Bro. It could just be kids messing around, but there's still screaming coming from in the woods.
Yeah. That sounds like help. I'm not responding to it.
Don't. Stay quiet.
I'm definitely not being disappointed. We've been here, what, 10 minutes?
Well, we've been in the tent for about 10 minutes, yeah. Unless it's just a place where just people come and scream for no reason.
It could be that. That could be where the name comes from.
It's the Screaming Woods.
Don't go to Screaming Woods. There's loads of kids. It could be.
But the noises persisted.
Keep hearing weird noises.
Yeah,
Keep hearing
wailing noises
and stuff.
It's just how dark it is over there. It worries me.
I keep hearing it say over there.
Well, I've got a torch pointing over there, lighting up a little bit.
Have you?
Yeah. It's on the firewood, I think.
Oh.
I think I might put new batteries in that bulb there.
Which one?
This
Oh,
one
that one.
hanging up.
Yeah, good idea.
Definitely hear some weird noises in here. It's a man's voice. Don't know. Should keep an eye on it. We keep hearing a man wailing. It's way off in the distance, so that's the thing.
It's that way.
Yeah, it sounds like it's that way. Good thing is, that blue light there, CCTV, I mean you've already seen it on the screen, but we're starting to set them up. Get them all ready.
After that, they turned on their ghost communication devices, but I'm not gonna get into all that. We kind of know how those things usually go. Let's focus on what actually happened out there. Where were those screams coming from? Were they just the drunk people they ran into earlier? Or was that the very reason this place is called the Screaming Woods? I also think it's totally possible those people saw them and decided to mess with them. Maybe tried to scare them off for fun. But here's another thought. What if the police they saw at the start were actually looking for a missing person, and the screams were connected to that? Who knows? In the end, nothing really happened to Fighters and his friend, and even though, just being honest, some of his videos don't always feel super genuine, This one didn't seem staged at all. That scream felt real, or at least not planned. But of course, I want to know what you think. Drop your thoughts. What do you actually believe happened out there? That's it for today. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when we post. Also, leave a comment below sharing your favorite encounter. And if you have a story of your own that you'd like to have shared, send it to the email in the description. Don't forget to click on one of the videos on the screen to see more.